Good morning, class of 2021. My name is Deborah Prawley, and I am an instructor in the theater and film department, and I have the privilege of welcoming you to Shoreline Community College's 57th annual commencement. As we gather in this virtual space, we're reminded that our country is still healing from the COVID-19 pandemic, but we've seen tangible hope in recent months. Over the next half hour, we'll hear from some of your peers, esteemed members of faculty, and dedicated staff who will share their reflections in honor of this special moment. Perhaps you're feeling anxious or excited, overwhelmed or joyful right now. No matter how this day finds you, please know that we see you, we hear you, and we are so excited to join you in celebration of this important milestone. Now, before we begin, I'd like to invite you to stand, if you're able, for the national anthem. Written over 200 years ago, our national anthem is a reminder of the battles over liberty and justice that many people in this country, including some of you, have fought to overcome.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We want to thank the student ensemble and their director, Jeffrey Kashawa, for that wonderful rendition, and, of course, our veterans for their service. Now, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional land of the Duwamish people on which Shoreline Community College sits. Please welcome Elder of the Duwamish Tribe and Sister of Shoreline, Edie Lawyer Nelson, to share our land acknowledgement.
Shoreline Community College occupies the ancestral lands of Coast Salish people, in particular the Duwamish tribe. The land acknowledgement states, "We see you, respect your right to sovereignty and self-determination, and are committed to being better listeners, learners, and in lifting Indigenous voices." These college grounds served as a special place for gathering traditional foods in ways that increased the bounty of the land. The Duwamish people helped protect and honored all living and spiritual beings. Acknowledgement is a simple, powerful way of showing respect and a step toward correcting the practices and stories that erase Indigenous peoples' culture and history, and toward inviting and honoring the truth. As a member of the Duwamish tribe, I'm honored to share this special day celebrating your accomplishments. I'm sending with you my best wishes for joy and success as you go forward.
Thank you, Edie. We honor you, the Duwamish tribe, and Indigenous peoples around the country. Now, I'd like to welcome our president of Shoreline Community College, Dr. Cheryl Roberts, to share her opening remarks.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for our 57th commencement. My name is Dr. Cheryl Roberts, and I have the deep pleasure of serving as president of Shoreline Community College and welcoming you to our ceremony. Today is also a day to acknowledge another milestone observance, Juneteenth, also known as Emancipation Day and Freedom Day in the United States. This day commemorates when the last enslaved African Americans learned they were free on June 19, 1865, in Texas. It was on that day that Union soldiers brought them the news 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. It is an important day to celebrate, to reflect, and to remember our history, and to recommit to our common values of liberty and freedom for all of us. Your graduating class has also made history. None of us could have imagined the year we've all experienced. The COVID-19 pandemic, the entire college moving to mostly remote learning, services and business operations, and the horrific acts of racial injustice we witnessed that have disrupted our communities and communities around the country, asking all of us to do more, be more, to achieve justice. These are long-standing issues needing our attention, and I know you are up to the task because our communities and the world needs you. You have persevered through many challenges, and we are so proud to have walked alongside you as you kept reaching for your dreams. Graduation is a time where traditions of academic excellence are carried on, not just from year to year, but from generation to generation. Whether you are at Harvard or the University of Washington, Washington State University, or Shoreline, you will see the same types of regalia being worn. So I want to impress upon you that you are part of something large, a tradition of recognizing achievement in learning. But with this achievement comes responsibility. You have earned this moment. Enjoy it, knowing that with the gift of learning, much is required. As a child, I learned about the power each of us has to make a difference. My father was a decorated Tuskegee Airman, one of the first African-American fighter pilots in World War II. He also played an important role in desegregating the Air Force as a squadron leader of one of the first integrated squadrons in the Korean War. The values and actions of my family shaped my life and work to this very day. I can only imagine what they would think of our world today, the world they dedicated their lives to improving and opening opportunities so injustice would be overcome. And so I want to share with you some poignant words to keep building the America we all deserve. These words are from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., which speaks to the power each of us has to make a difference. Everyone can be great because anyone can serve. All it requires is a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. I know there are many of you willing to serve, willing to lead, people with hearts full of grace and souls generated by love. The world needs you and is waiting for you to care, to dream, and to succeed. For lasting change only comes from a place of love and deep care for our common humanity. Thank you again for choosing Shoreline as part of your journey of self-discovery, the place where you learn to engage, to achieve. Be the difference the world needs, because everyone can be great, because anyone can serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. We are honored to have dedicated members of our Board of Trustees, and I would like to thank and honor their service. Dr. Catherine Post D'Ambrosio, Chair. Dr. Douglas Jackson, former member and Vice Chair. Mr. Tom Lux, and Mr. Eben Pobey. Thank you so much for your unwavering belief in our faculty, staff, and students. Our board members devote countless hours to their responsibilities as trustees. Their leadership helps guide the great work we do in supporting each other and the students we teach and serve each day. I am now honored to present Board Chair Dr. Catherine Post D'Ambrosio, who will share some words from the Board of Trustees.
On behalf of Shoreline Community College Board of Trustees, it is my honor and my privilege to welcome each of you to our 2021 commencement. You, Each of you here today are making history as you commemorate the completion of what had been, prior to 2020, uncharted areas of academic accomplishment. From this point forward, our destinies, Shoreline's and yours, are intertwined. Any way that Shoreline Community College distinguishes itself, every achievement attributed to our college, and every accolade will, from this point forward, always be yours to share in and celebrate. And as an alumni of Shoreline, your achievements, accomplishments, your excellence, and your erudition will be our pride and joy. Whether you are here supported by an entourage of family, friends, and loved ones, separated by many, many miles from your support system, or here entirely on your own. Whether you are one in a long line of family members with distinguished academic pedigrees, or the first in your family to reach this important academic milestone, I am, we all are here at Shoreline, so very, very proud of each and every one of you. You entrusted your education, your time, finances, effort, and your hopes and your dreams to Shoreline. We are deeply appreciative of your trust and hope that we have met your every educational expectation. You, our students, now our alumni, are the reason we serve our college. You worked so hard to get here today, and we are virtually gathered around you to support you on this momentous day. You have already made, and you will continue to make, history as you step boldly and bravely into the future, transitioning to your next degree or embarking upon your future career at the tail end of a once-in-a-century global pandemic, taking risks that few of us have ever, certainly voluntarily, taken. An entirely new level of dedication and perseverance will be required of each of you. You, the history makers, never really want to be the ones making history. It's far, far easier to read about others doing it. But you've done it, and you're doing it. We stand in awe of your bravery, your courage, your determination, and the perseverance you will have to muster to forge ahead in this strange, new, too often virtual world. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Thank you, President Dr. Roberts and Board Chair Dr. Post D'Ambrosio, for your leadership and unwavering dedication to the Shoreline community. As President Dr. Roberts earlier described, commencement is a day carried by tradition, some big, some small, all passed along to celebrate graduates like you. I'd like to welcome Vice President Philip King to share a special commencement tradition we hold dear at Shoreline.
Good morning, graduates. My name is Philip King, and it's my honor to serve as your Vice President of Student Learning, Equity, and Success. I'd like to invite you for a moment to imagine that you're with us on campus. Along with your fellow graduates, you've just entered our gymnasium and are standing in anticipation for the commencement ceremony to start. Suddenly, you see a procession of smiling faculty led by two members confidently carrying two golden banners to the front of the room. Known as gonfalons, the origins of these banners can be traced to medieval Italy, where they were used to identify households, fighting units, and community organizations. Modernly, gonfalons are used by universities and colleges, such as Shoreline, to proclaim the values that ground us as we move through life. The banner that you see on my right represents the bestowing of knowledge and wisdom when a hand holds high the lamp of learning. The banner that you see on my left depicts familiar symbols of an educational journey at Shoreline. An open book, which represents the humanities and social sciences, an atom, which represents the sciences and the professional technical programs, and cross scrolls and cap, which symbolize this special occasion. I'd also like to take this opportunity to recognize our wonderful faculty, hundreds of hard-working full-time and part-time professionals who've dedicated themselves to supporting your educational success. To our esteemed faculty members watching today, We honor and recognize you for your important contributions to student learning. Each year, we have the opportunity to award a few of our retiring tenured faculty with Professor Emeritus status to mark their distinguished service at Shoreline. Each of the following faculty members have earned the title of Professor Emeritus in recognition of their positive impact in the classroom and dedication to our community. Thank you all for your many wonderful years of service.
Thank you, Vice President King. Perhaps this is the first time you've heard the word gonfalon spoken earlier, which underlines that our learning is never complete, even if our degrees are. I'd now like to introduce you to our Associated Student Government President, Sunshine Chung. She's currently studying education policy with hopes to attend the University of Washington to continue her passion for student leadership and to pursue a career in higher education.
To the class of 2021, my name is Sunshine Chung. Like many of you, I came to Shoreline in the pursuit of opportunity. A first-generation student on my own and in a new state, I arrived my first day on campus lost, figuratively, but also literally. And it is remarkable to me that the first person to find me and lend me their support was not a staff member, but a student. I came here in search of a new leaf, a community, something that I never really had before, and I found it in you, the students, my friends and peers, together with whom I've been through so much. The challenges that we've overcome this year are unlike anything that have come before us. This graduating class has pioneered education in such uncertain circumstances and together have embodied resilience, persistence, and strength. Who knew that this last year we would spend learning and growing together would be done exclusively in this virtual world? Our faculty and staff have done an outstanding job of helping us navigate this digital medium, but I want to take a moment to recognize how profound it is the way in which we, as a student body, have come together this year to overcome all barriers. From late-night phone calls, Discord support groups, and random acts of encouragement and kindness to one another, I think that the bond we have built together through our shared trials and tribulations is incredible. I believe that what we have learned this year, redefining and expanding our definitions around community, inclusion, leadership, and success, are things that we will be able to carry with us for years to come. On behalf of future graduating classes, thank you for showing us that through morale and resolution, there is no mountain that cannot be moved, no bridge that cannot be built, and no obstacle that cannot be overcome. For all of us, like me, for whom Shoreline Community College is a second chance, thank you for showing us how bright and hopeful the future can be. Today represents the culmination of all of your successes and achievements so far. The work you have done here and the people that you will go on to be will shape the future of the students who come after you and the future of our world. Although today you walk through Shoreline's doors one final time, from here, the doors you are opening are limitless. I implore you to take what you've learned from your time at Shoreline and what you've done over the last year and know that anything you want is within your reach. Anything that seems impossible can be possible, should only you put your mind to achieving it. To each and every person who hears this message, know that you are a force to be reckoned with, and I have every confidence that you will find success in all of your future endeavors. To the class of 2021, congratulations, you made it.
Thank you, Sunshine Chung, for your student leadership and dedication to our campus community. Each year, we have the privilege of inviting an esteemed member of our faculty to share a few words with our graduates. I'd like to welcome our 2021 faculty speaker, Lakeisha Phillips, who's an associate faculty in the Social Sciences Division. As a former graduate herself from Shoreline Community College, Lakeisha is an active member within our campus community and beyond. Notably, she served as an associate professor of early childhood education and child advocacy studies, as a member of the Federal Way Public Schools Board of Directors, and most importantly, as a proud teacher and mentor.
Board of Directors, Madam President, colleagues, community members, parents, supports, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2021, scholars, congratulations. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You guys have all shown up with so much grit, resilience, compassion, and most importantly, what I've loved seeing is grace during this trying time to attend college. We've got a pandemic, racial and social unrest, economic uncertainty, and a drastic amount of changes. As you guys know, we're closing the education department, so this might be our last graduating class from our ECE program. And man, have I seen students really double down. They have turned in assignments early. They have really worked late at night. And in my 8 years of teaching here, office hours have never been so busy. But what beautiful moments I've been able to meet students, family members, quite a few pets and friendly coworkers. I've seen students at work, students at the end of the day, and every single one of you has shown up and really just dug in, and I appreciate that. As many of you may know, I am a former student. I actually had some of the very professors that are leaving this year. Betty Peace Gladstone at Tasleen Quasem. And wow, they were fundamental. This time at Shoreline for me was fundamental. Initially, I thought it was going to be a flash in the pan. You know, it's just a quick blip. I'm trying to get the training, get out of here and get to work. But here I am 20 years later looking back, and my time here was fundamental. It was the building blocks for my education to go on and get my degree and my master's. And all the information I learned here were, fundamental to my work and my employment. And it really, really meant a lot to me. So 20 years later, here I am with the opportunity to cheer each and every one of you on. I am so confident that we are sending out some of the best, the brightest, and most compassionate class. I'm just so happy for each and every one of you. Graduation is important. I'm glad you're tuning in. It's a timeless tradition. It is a rite of passage. And I hope that it is a time to remember. So for me, here's my words of advice. I chose Arthur Ashe. Thought it was short and sweet, but really poignant. It says, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. So congratulations, class of 2021. Know that you always have a home here. Always reach out to us. Keep in contact. Let us know how you're doing. Go out there. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lakeisha Phillips, for your enduring impact on our students' learning and passion for education. We'd now like to take a moment to recognize 4 of our graduates for their involvement on Shoreline's campus, contributions to our community, and demonstrated growth throughout their educational journeys. Michelle Shamim, Natalie Mortimer-Montour, Molly Brandeber, and Laura Campos Flores. Like so many of you, each of these graduates wonderfully represents the diversity of identities, stories, accomplishments, and dreams that make Shoreline a great place to engage and achieve.
But for everyone that is graduating, I just want to, say congratulations. We made it here, and I hope that their dreams come true.
At graduation, the ending of something and the beginning of a new thing can feel really overwhelming. Like, where should I go? What should I do with this? But I think when you stop and you think about your life goals, one way to not make it feel so overwhelming is just taking one small step in the right direction.
It's been great. It's just been one of the best experiences of my life. It's been hard in all the right ways. And I'm just really looking forward to what comes next, and very grateful for how Shoreline Community College has helped me grow and develop as a person.
Each year, we have the honor of recognizing an exemplary graduate by inviting them to share a few words in reflection of their journey and their experience on campus. I'm excited to introduce to you Michelle Shamim as our 2021 student speaker. Born in Dallas, Texas, Michelle Shamim was raised in Toronto, Canada, and then Karachi, Pakistan. She offers a worldly perspective to her studies and devotes her dynamic energy in tireless service to her community. Coming to Shoreline at the age of 17, Michelle has completed a pre-major in business and accounting with a focus in communications with an intent to transfer to Seattle University come fall. She is an ideal Guided Pathways Fellow and a member of the 2021 All-Washington Academic Team, and has further dedicated countless hours to volunteer work both on and off campus. In her time as a resident assistant and honors student council president, she has served as an image of triumph in the face of adversity and was an unwavering pillar of support to her peers during an uncertain and arduous year. An activist and student leader who strives to uplift and empower those around her, Michal breathes life and compassion into everything she does.
Good morning, fellow graduates, families, esteemed guests, and members of the Shoreline Community College faculty, staff, and administration. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak with you all today. As I was thinking about what I wanted to say on this auspicious occasion, I admit that I had a difficult time finding the right words to express what I have learned in my time here, and what I wanted to impart on everyone who is celebrating with us today. But if you'll indulge me for a few minutes, I'd like to try. As a person, I've always been pretty focused. Even from a young age, I was constantly competing and always in a race to be the best. I felt like I had something to prove, and I certainly wasn't going to stop until I had taken advantage of any and every opportunity that came my way. I joined clubs, availed scholarships, and volunteered in my community, and each one of those experiences gave me a sense of purpose. And who was I to turn down such great opportunities? What would my worth amount to if I didn't avail them? What I've realized, however, is that I spent a significant amount of my time defining who I was through my educational experiences. And while many of them were very meaningful, it wasn't until I had enrolled here at Shoreline that I began to explore other aspects of my identity, like my culture and my race, and truly began to understand my own privilege and how that impacted who I was as a student, a leader, and an individual. The people that I have had the pleasure of meeting here have helped me realize that my identity is valued, complex, and it's important. I thought I had done the hard work of self-acceptance, but my experiences here have truly challenged my preconceptions. Here, I would like to especially thank my family because they were the backbone of my support system as I was growing through these times, as well as my community in the honors program, Dr. Gwen Hoffman Robinson, my supervisors Sunday Musnicki, Mari Kosin, and Megan Winter, as well as my wonderful team of resident assistants. You have been instrumental in defining the person that I have become over these past 2 years. Community college has shown me that people come from all sorts of different paths, and each of those are worth celebrating. You are who you are because of your lived experiences, your values, and your culture. Don't be afraid to show that. It took me a long time to embrace all of my identities, whether it was my nationality as a Pakistani American, my academic background as a product of different education systems, and even my beliefs and my values. My fellow graduates, don't forget, you were created to take up space. So do that. Let your voice be heard. Speak up and cast a light on the injustices that you see around you. Even if you end up making an inch of progress, it is still a step in the right direction. Don't shy away from the person that you are and the things that you believe in. Shoreline has also helped me redefine the meaning of success. I used to think that success only appeared a certain way, when in fact success is like this beautiful abstract painting. And abstract paintings are amazing because people get to interpret all the shapes and colors according to their own terms. And with that in mind, each of us should get to define our own success and measure our growth in the same way. So don't forget to celebrate all of your accomplishments. You have come a long way, and you've earned this moment. Savor it, and then go forth and do more great things. My hope for us, as we prepare to move on to the next chapter in our lives, is that we remember to recognize and utilize our education as a tool. Our education is an opportunity, and it's a privilege. If we are able to take what we've learned at Shoreline and dedicate even a fraction of our time and our energy and turn around and create opportunity for the other people in our communities, those people who may not have the resources to do so for themselves, we can create a significant change. We are doing our part to create a more equitable future. Arthur Ashe, the first African-American men's tennis player to be ranked #1 in the whole world, once said, "Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can." So, my fellow graduates for the class of 2021, Let us move forward in the world remembering these lessons that we've learned here at Shoreline, to embrace and stay true to who we are, to define and celebrate success for ourselves, and to use our privilege, experiences, and resources that we have at our disposal to be a force for good in the world. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you, Michelle Shamim, for those inspiring words. It's clear that you have a genuine heart for this community and a bright future ahead of you. Now, I'd like to invite you all to take a deep breath, stretch if you need to, and enjoy this song recorded by our student ensemble.
Hurts my eyes. It's something that I wanna love, weighs heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be when the day that lies ahead of me seemed impossible to face. Then when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
That was absolutely wonderful. Let's all give our student ensemble and their director, Jeffrey Kashua, a virtual round of applause. Great. As we near the close of our ceremony, I'd like to once again welcome President Dr. Cheryl Roberts to present the awarding of certificates and degrees to our graduating class.
Hello again, graduates. It is my pleasure to recognize our graduates who have attained exemplary scholastic achievement, graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 or higher. These individuals are known as President's Scholars. I'd also like to recognize our students in the Honors College who have completed challenging coursework in a supportive learning community. Now, this would typically be the point in the ceremony where we announce every graduate by name. As you would walk across the stage, I would shake your hand and award you a diploma. This year, we've opted to give each graduate a digital announcement, which you can download and share on social media. The link on screen now is also available on our website. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. To our candidates for graduation, please rise if able, wherever you find yourself. Our student speaker, Mashal Shamim, will help me with this important tradition. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the employees at Shoreline Community College, we hereby confer this recognition of your academic achievement. You may now move the tassel on your mortarboard from right to left, formally signifying the transition you've made from student to alum of Shoreline Community College. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts, for your amazing fortitude in an actual storm. Congratulations once again to the class of 2021. Throughout your journey at Shoreline, each of you has grown stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The future may be unwritten, but you're ready to tackle whichever path life leads you down. Together, we can reimagine possible. So wherever and whenever you find yourself right now, we want to thank you for joining our 57th annual commencement in honor of your hard work, dedication, and yes, even challenges along the way. In closing, we want to leave you with a few words of reflection and encouragement from faculty and staff who have supported you along the way. As we say at Shoreline, fins up, all in. Thank you.
Congratulations, graduates. Happy commencement. I know that it seems like a funny word for your graduation, but today is the day your future commences.
We're all so proud of you for this accomplishment.
Way to go. You did a great job this year through the pandemic.
I think you are all amazing for pushing through and earning your degree during this tough time.
For persevering through the shared challenges of this unique time for our world and our college.
You did it. You made it through. You finished your degree.
Your success is inspiring, and all of us at Shoreline are celebrating with you today.
I wish for your continued success as you step ahead towards new opportunities.
As you look beyond your degree at Shoreline, doors will open up. Some will seemingly lead nowhere. Some will unexpectedly close, but others will lead you exactly to where you need to be.
Enjoy your day. You've earned it. And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Go do something wonderful with what you've learned and change the world. We need you.
Now, go set the world on fire. It could use it.
And find or create those roads less traveled by.
Make as many mistakes as you can. And because you'll learn the most from the mistakes you make.
From Annie Dillard, how you spend each day is, of course, how you live your life. So spend each day filled with meaningful work, loving relationships, and a service heart.
Keep that up, and we're sure you'll see success wherever you go next.
Don't forget to thank those that helped you through this, however many paws they have.
Don't forget to keep playing the beautiful music in you always.
Good luck to you in your future. Fins up.
Good luck.
Go Fins.
Good luck.
That's my advice.
Well done, everyone.
Congratulations.
All the best to you. Congratulations.